Now I know. See, I didn't know before, right? I didn't know because I hadn't seen it. I hadn't experienced it. But now that I have seen it with my own eyes, now that I have tasted, I have experienced this thing for myself. See, I didn't hear from mama. I didn't hear from grandma. I didn't hear from daddy. I didn't hear from my partner. I didn't hear from my homegirl or my homeboy. I didn't hear from my girlfriend. I didn't hear from anybody. I heard it and seen it for myself. And now I believe. Now I've been converted. You know why? Because see, before there was no conversion. Before there was no belief. But now that I've seen it with my own eyes, I felt it with my own hands, I've understood it with my own mind, now I believe, and now I've been converted. You dig? Is that you? See, a lot of times, man, we will say we don't believe a thing, right? Because we haven't seen it. I mean, it's just that plain and simple. We can hear stuff all day. Some stuff we hear we'll believe, right? But other things, we have to see it. We have to see it with our own eyes. We have to touch it. We have to feel it, right? Remember how Thomas said, I won't believe until I put my fingers in his side and in his nail-scarred hands. Until I see it for myself and touch it, then I'll believe, right? A lot of us are that way. Things will happen, or we'll hear of things happening and we won't believe it. We'll be like, man, that ain't true. Or I just can't believe that. That's a stretch, right? And it's not until we see that thing actually play out, we actually see it take place with our own eyes, we've actually handled it, then we'll start to believe the thing, because we know our eyes are not deceiving us. We know what we've seen actually happened, right? But wrapping our brain around it is a whole nother issue. We've seen things happen in our life that we can't explain, but we know it wasn't us. We know we had nothing to do with it at all, right? But yet that thing still happened. We can't explain it. Doctors can't explain it. Scientists can't explain it, but yet it still took place. So now you're left with the decision. Either I'm going to believe or not believe, right? And if I choose not to believe, what's the worst thing that can happen? Right? I just don't believe the thing. I don't hold it true in my heart. And so therefore, I'm not going to trust it. Right? But for those of us that believe, for those of us that have seen the works, we've seen it with our own eyes. We've seen it take place. There's no denying it, because other folks have seen it too. You dig? So they've seen the same thing we've seen. But yet we choose to believe what we've seen. We choose to believe what we've heard, because faith comes by hearing, right? Faith in something comes by hearing, and hearing comes by the word of God, right? So if I don't hear the word, then I can't have faith in it, right? Makes sense? So therefore, if I see something, then I can choose to have faith in it because I've seen it with my own eyes and I know it to be true. This is the great problem that people have when it comes to Christ. They can see Christ working in their lives. They can see it evident. They can see the proof. It's undeniable. But yet, when it comes to their mind, they still have a hard time believing what they've seen, because they're trying to make sense of what they've seen, when what they've seen sometimes can't be make sense of. You just have to believe it or not. If you've seen it with your eyes, but you yet still to say, that's not true, that didn't happen, then you're just fooling yourselves. But if you say, I've seen that, I know it happened because not only I've seen it, but they've seen it too. But if nobody else did see it, I've seen it myself with my own eyes. It's been explained to me. I've come to understand what it is that I've seen. Now I have a choice. Either I'm going to believe what I've seen, or I'm not going to believe what I've seen. Either I'm going to receive the truth in its full totality of the truth, or I'm going to excuse the truth away as a hoax, as a trick, as a smoke and mirrors. It was my mind playing tricks on me. I didn't really see what I saw. I thought I saw something, but I didn't really see it. These are the excuses that we use to justify our position when things don't make sense to us. But yet it still leaves the question: are you going to believe what you've seen and heard, or are you not? You dig? One love. This is your man Levon. Just want to leave you with a scripture out of Jeremiah on today. You dig? Look at what he says in Jeremiah 32 verse 17. He says, "Oh Lord God," he says, "behold, thou hast made the heavens and the earth by thy great power and stretched out arm. And there is nothing too hard for thee." You dig? You have done this by your great power and by your outstretched arm. And I'm in awe, oh Lord, just to behold, what you've done. I'm in awe of it, God. And now that I'm in awe, because I've seen your great power and I've seen what you've done by your outstretched arm, okay, now that I've seen it, I know in my heart, and I know in my mind, I know in my soul. I don't have to be convinced by anything at this point. I know that you can do all things, right? There's nothing that you can't do. And because I know that now, I can stand on that, I can walk on that, I can share that with anybody I come in contact with, because I have seen for myself, and I know so much to where I'm in awe of your great power. I'm in awe of what you've done. And I know there's nothing that you can't do. So be blessed on this So Thankful Thursday. Walk in what you know. Believe what you've seen, right? Don't second guess and don't doubt what God has shown you that you've seen with your own eyes, that you have come to know the truth and realize the truth. So now you can walk in the truth. You can believe the truth and your faith can be increased, right? Because of what you have seen and what you have heard. Be blessed on this So Thankful Thursday, man. This is your man, Levon. Remember Lamella E, love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. Go check out the rest of the videos on the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you're always notified whenever I upload videos. You dig? This is your man, Levon. This has been Levon Says. One love.